Hello everyone, my name is Jovita Binta Anna Palom, and in this forum discussion, I'll be sharing my thoughts on Carol Ann Tomlinson quote, which different theater instruction is not a set of strategy, but a way of thinking about teaching and learning. To me, this quote carries a very deep meaning about what true teaching really is. Different theater instruction, or DI, is not just about using many strategies in class, but it's also about how a teacher thinks about their students. It's a mindset where we see every learner as unique with different levels, interests, and learning needs. In this video, I will explain what this code means to me and how it connects to the four key components of different theater instruction, which are readiness, interest, learning style, and learning environment. I will also share an example of how I will apply these components in my future classroom and end it with my personal reflection as a future educator. So when Tomlinson said that different theater instruction is not a set of strategies, but a way of thinking, she is reminding us that teaching should begin with students, not with the lesson plan. Every student learns differently. Some understand quickly, others need more time, some are confident, and others are shy. So different theater instruction is about being flexible and creative in meeting those differences. So if we only see different theater as a checklist of methods, we might miss the true purpose, which is to help all students learn effectively, not matter what their background or ability. As a teacher, our mindset should always be, how can I make this lesson meaningful for everyone in my classroom? That is what makes different theater more than just a teaching strategy. So the first component is readiness. Readiness means how prepared a student is to learn a certain skill or concept. In every classroom, students come in at different levels. Some are already strong, while others still need extra help. A teacher who practices different theater doesn't see this as a problem. Instead, they see it as a chance to guide each student from where they are. For example, in an English writing class, I might have students who struggle to form sentences and others who can already write full paragraph. For those who are struggling, I can give them sentence starters or short prompts to help them begin. For advanced students, I can ask them to use adjectives or use complex sentence structures. This way, all students work toward the same goal, which is writing a good paragraph, but the level of support I give them is different. This is how readiness differentiation helps every student move forward at their own pace. The second component is interest. Interest plays a huge role in motivating students. When students are interested in what they are learning, they pay more attention and put more effort into their work. As a teacher, I can connect my lesson to my students' real life or let them choose topics that they enjoy. For example, if I ask students to write a paragraph, I can let them pick their own topic, such as their favorite hobby, sport, or plays. This gives them a sense of ownership and make learnings more meaningful. When students are allowed to express their personal interests, they feel valued. Their learning becomes not just about finishing an assignment, but about sharing a part of who they are. Different tactics by interest also help me build stronger relationship with my students because I learn more about what they care about. So the third component is learning style. Every student learns in their own unique way. Some are visual learners who like pictures and diagrams. Others are auditory learners who prefer listening and discussion. And some are kinesthetic learners who learn best by moving or doing hands-on activities. As teachers, we should not expect every student to learn effectively from the same method. That is why different theater instruction encourage us to use a variety of approaches. For example, when I teach new vocabulary, I can show pictures for visual learners, play a short song or video for auditory learners, and use game or action for kinesthetic learners. By doing this, all students can access the same content but through methods that suit their preference style. This makes learning more inclusive and enjoyable for everyone in the classroom. So the last component is learning environment, which include both the physical and emotional atmosphere in the classroom. A positive environment is very important because it affects how students feel and behave during lesson. A differentiated classroom should be a safe and welcoming place where students feel respected and supported. When students feel comfortable, they are more likely to participate, ask questions, and express their ideas. As a teacher, I can build this kind of environment by promoting teamwork, showing empathy, and encouraging students to learn from one another. For example, during group discussion, I can remind them to listen respectfully to different opinions and appreciate everyone's contribution. A strong classroom environment creates a sense of belonging. It helps students believe that they are capable of learning and that their voice matters. So now, let me share how I would apply differentiated instruction in a real classroom situation. Imagine I'm teaching a Form 2 English class and the lesson is about writing a short descriptive paragraph on the topic my favorite place. In this class, students have mixed ability. For readiness, I will group the students based on their writing skill. Those who are still learning basic sentence structure will receive sentence starters and example. Meanwhile, the advanced student will be challenged to use figurative language or more compact description. For interest, I will allow students to choose their own topic. It could be the beach, the park, their home, or any place that means something to them. When they choose something that they love, they will be more motivated to write. For learning style, I will use different methods. For visual learners, can draw a simple picture of their favorite place before they write. Meanwhile, for the auditory learner, they can describe their place to a partner before putting it into words. Kinesthetic learners can use props or picture cards to describe their ideas. Finally, I will maintain a positive learning environment by encouraging them, offering constructive feedback, and reminding them that it is okay to make mistakes because learning takes time. Through this activity, all students are working toward the same goal but each in their own way. This is what true differentiated looks like, which is not giving everyone the same task, but giving everyone what they need to succeed. So my personal reflection on Tomlinson Code is that I realized that being a differentiated teacher means being open-minded, flexible, and empathetic. It's not always easy to plan lessons that suit everyone's needs, especially when we have large classes or limited resources. But I believe it's worth the effort. Differentiated instruction is not about doing more work, it's about thinking differently. It's about seeing the diversity as a strength rather than a challenge. When teachers adopt this mindset, we become more creative, more passionate, and more understanding of our students. As a future educator, I want to apply differentiated instruction not just as a strategy, but as my teaching philosophy. I want to make my classroom a place where students feel safe, respected, and motivated to learn. I hope my students will see learning as something that belongs to them, not something that is forced on them. So in conclusion, differentiated instruction truly is a way of thinking about teaching and learning. It changes how we plan lessons and how we view our students. Readiness, interest, learning style, and learning environment are not just classroom technique. They represent a teacher belief in fairness, respect, and inclusion. I believe that when teachers embrace this mindset, we help every student reach their fullest potential because in the end, good teaching is not about teaching the same way to everyone, but about helping everyone learn in the way that works best for them. That is all for me. Thank you for listening to my presentation.